Jack, the new guy is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
What is this place?
This is my ancestral home. The Cabots have always lived here, since long before the Great War. If you're asking what we're still doing here, with Boston in its current sad state, well, that's a story for another time, perhaps.
Just tell me what you need me to do.
All in good time, Consider this your final interview before getting the job. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
Stuff in here is older than you, Blue.
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
Are you talking about aliens? UFOs and little green men?
No. That's all popular hysteria. I doubt any of it has any basis in fact. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
You think aliens created human civilization?
Wonder what they'd think to see us now.
Yes, if by alien you mean a non-human precursor to the commonly understood founding cultures, Sumer, Egypt, Assyria. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment?
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired.
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
I have some questions.
Shoot.
Why does Jack have people guarding an old insane asylum?
I don't mind you asking questions. As long as you don't mind me not answering them. If it was important to what I was asking you to do, I'd tell you. In this case, it isn't. You all set then?
How did this package go missing?
The courier got there and picked up the package just fine, but never got back here. Could be simple bad luck, or it could be a deliberate ambush. That's why I'm sending you. It's important that you recover the missing package. Are we good here?
What's this missing package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Okay. They're expecting you over at Parsons, so you'd better get going.
You really do have a talent for finding trouble, don't you? Blue, that belongs to someone.
Only opens with a key.
This is our claim. Clear out, Civvy. We don't need any more hired guns.
Payday better be coming soon.
Scanning. Scanning.
This didn't
Accessing pre-war records. Ahoy there. Tis Providence, a member of the Congressional Army, is delivered to us in our hour of need.
I was in the army, but what's the Congressional Army?
Standing orders, sir. Proclamation 3. All members of the U.S. Army are hereby members of the Congressional Army. The captain requests your presence on the bridge. At the double quick, sir. Scanning.
Hey, get some. Better in our hands anyway.
Where'd that little fucker go? Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me. The hell was that? Oh, it's off!
Other journalists. What was that? Better than expected.
Yo, psst.
Just let me know.
I'll find...
In the waste, otherwise.
Hey,
Where to?
Good day to you, stranger. You look like someone that appreciates the utility of a good set of armor.
You just wander around, selling armor to random people?
Traveling's a good way to meet new people, as well as finding the lost, the broken, and the unusual. When I get tired of traveling, I settle down again for a while. But I'm in a wandering phase at the moment. So, were you interested in trading or not?
Depends on what you got.
My selection is a bit limited right now, but take a look.
Ooh, come on. Let me carry something before you cripple yourself.
Hey,
Help yourself.
Hi.
We meet again. Are you in the market for some new armor?
Sure. I'm always looking for good armor.
My selection is a bit limited right now, but take a look.
Nice being on the move again. Paper cuts them back home.
To get revenge on anyone.
Tarberries.
We need to be better than
I've got
people
produce
who
for
condemn
sale,
us.
along with
That's
some
the
other
only
supplies
way
we
we're going
scrounged
to
up.
earn their
Let me know if
respect.
you want to
You're right
trade.
on it. The last thing I'd ever want to do is let you guys down. Thanks for reminding me about what's important.
Sure thing. You're a good kid, Jones. Stay that
Excuse
way.
me.
Wiseman is a great man and a great leader. What's more, I owe him
Hey there,
my
D.
life. You making any decent caps with your trading?
Well, it could be better.
Hey there.
I
Welcome
could use
to
more
the slum.
customers for one
We're
thing.
the only Tarberry mob in
There's
the
too
Commonwealth.
damn many people out there
what
who
do you
still
think of the
think
place?
ghouls are some kind of menace. They can't tell the difference
The
between us
Slog?
and the Pharaohs.
How'd you come up with that
Not
name?
that it's
We
difficult.
didn't. It was the caravan traders who started that. I started this place a few years back, but couldn't think of a name for it. Then one day, one of the traders pulls up after it's been raining for hours and says he's never had to slog through so much mud in his life. I asked him if it was worth it, and he said, for the best tarberries in the Commonwealth, it was definitely worth it. Working here is like a slog through the mud. It's tough going, and you'll get dirty doing it. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. You've probably noticed it's only ghouls around here. I used to live in Diamond City, till that rat bastard mayor threw me and all the other ghouls out. I decided that we ghouls should have a place where we could feel welcome, and that's mainly why I started up this farm.
Why did the mayor throw you out?
We're ugly. We turn feral and kill people. We gives the kids nightmares. All the usual stuff we get from you smoothskins. Now, it's true that there was one incident in Diamond City where a ghoul turned feral and someone got hurt. But I ask you this. How many humans have suddenly turned violent and killed someone? I've seen it more times than I care to admit. What if this place could be more than just a refuge for ghouls who aren't welcome elsewhere? What if it could also be an example of what we can do when we put our minds to something and work together? We want this to be a place that everyone looks forward to visiting, with smiling faces, good bargains, and great produce. Maybe we can make people take a second look, you know? Maybe then they'd see that we're not monsters.
Well, it's a nice goal anyway. Good luck.
I don't have any illusions about how hard it'll be. And I don't expect everything to change overnight. You have to start somewhere, though. Why don't you take a look around? Deirdre's always looking to trade supplies for caps, and Holly could use a hand gathering tar berries. It's been good talking with you. I hope you'll visit us again.
Hey.
On the inside, we ghouls aren't so different from everyone else. I'm damn proud of what we've built here.
Just don't bring any trouble down on us.
Hey,
Maria's in charge.
Talk to Maria if you need anything.
Talk to Maria if you need it.
This place is off limits.
Just don't bring any trouble down on us.
place is off limits. You'd best move along.
What is this place?
It's nothing to do with you, that's for sure. Now, I told you to get moving.
I need to know what happened to the missing package. Now.
Ah, you must be Edward's new Mr. Fix-It. He sure knows how to pick 'em. So this package... Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Who are these guys? Raiders?
Sure. Assholes with guns. Although it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them.
Hey.
What do you want now?
What is this package anyway?
It's a metal case, holding vials of serum. What is it? I don't know and I don't care. They pay the bills, I just work here. We done here?
So, who took the package? Raiders?
Sure. Assholes with guns. Although it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them.
What is this place?
If Edward wanted you to know, he'd have told you.
Nothing else.
Okay. I already told you where the Raiders are.
You promised you'd share. How do I get stuck with whiny little punks like you? Come on. Kiss it all goodbye.
What you got for me? Hey, something.
Not acceptable. Imogen is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No, but that doesn't
Your
mean...
sister is missing, and I want her found. What else is Edward for, if not to keep the family safe?
I'd be happy to send someone to look for her, ma'am. It's not a...
Mother, Edward has better things to do than sending someone out to find Imogen.
The stuff in here is older than you,
Imogen
Blue.
is out there.
So did you find out what happened to the courier?
Ditch, and you don't even care.
I'm not going to have Edward drop everything just because Imogen decided...
Some raiders set up camp near Parsons and ambushed him.
How dare you speak so
I took care of them.
about your sister?
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
What's so important about this serum?
You're getting paid to follow orders. Your orders were to get it back. That's all you need to worry about.
I can't bear to think what might...
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
If she wanted us to know where she went, she would have told someone.
Imogen is out there somewhere, maybe even lying dead in a ditch, and you don't even care.
She's a grown woman. She's perfectly capable of looking after herself.
I can't believe you don't care.
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogen.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's what we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogen is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Do you know where she's gone?
No, but it shouldn't be too hard to find out. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
I'm off to find the loony sister then. Hey.
Can it wait? I was just in the middle of something.
I was intrigued by your theory about an ancient alien civilization.
Actually, it was my father's theory. Now proven beyond doubt, although only to me, unfortunately. And there aren't many archaeology journals publishing these days.
You have proof.
Enough to satisfy me. He only made a single expedition to the Lost City, but he brought back enough to show beyond a doubt that the city he found wasn't made by or for human beings. Millennia older than the earliest human civilizations, but with technology that seems to have surpassed our own. And yet, everything about it is strange. Disturbing geometries, tools not made for human hands, carvings that hint at dimensions beyond our own.
What was your father's theory?
He believed that all of the earliest human civilizations shared some common parent that was unknown to history. Think of Atlantis. The myth of an advanced civilization destroyed by a cataclysm is shared by many widely separated ancient cultures. Eventually, he found what he was looking for. A lost city, buried beneath the sands of the empty quarter of the Arabian desert.
You said your father found a lost city?
Yes, he spent years looking, and was widely ridiculed by the so-called experts. I'm ashamed to say even I doubted him. But in the end, he found it. A lost city, buried in the sands of the Rub al-Khali, the empty quarter of Arabia.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
All right.
What's going on at that old insane asylum?
I carry out some of my research there. That's all you need to know.
The more I know, the better I'll be at my job.
Well, I suppose that may be true. My father is confined in Parsons. For his own safety and everyone else's. He became dangerously unstable after handling an ancient artifact he found in Arabia. I've spent my life trying to figure out how to cure him. Was there anything else?
How'd your father manage to travel to Arabia with the world blown to hell?
Ah, well, that was before the war, when he was a young man.
Come on. The war was 200 years ago.
You know your history. Most people don't grasp how long ago the war really was. One of the effects of my father's illness was a slowing or arresting of the aging process. So, yes, he is well over 200 years old, as you suspected. Are we done?
Quite a place you've got here. Amazing that it survived the war.
Thank you. I try not to take it for granted. We were definitely more fortunate than most. It hasn't been easy keeping it up to pre-war standards, but we do what we can. Any more questions?
I've got to get going.
All right.
Hey.
Well, you really do have a talent for finding trouble, don't you?
Is that a problem?
Not at all. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The Dean, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
Seems that execution didn't quite take, huh?
Thank God. I'd been working on this story about irradiated drinking water in Bunker Hill. I traced the water back to its source through these old sewer tunnels, and what do I find? The children of Adam, setting up like they own the place. Unfortunately, they found me just as quick. Turns out they were not fond of reporters. So, to atone for my trespassing, they decided to make a sacrifice to Adam. Me. I'm kneeling there, about to get the boot into this huge sewer pipe, when suddenly I blurt out, "Adam! He reveals himself!" And they buy it. They pull me back from the ledge, and then gave me their induction ceremony. You are looking at an official acolyte of Adam. Took me a couple more days before I managed to sneak away, get Bunker Hill security to finally clean the place up.
Living like that, it can't be worth it.
Oh, you're one to talk. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Blue. That's awfully sweet and unexpected of you. So you want to get out of here?